Good morning, everyone. I'm going to do a demonstration on how I start my line drawing. So I drew a rectangle here within the larger sheet of the paper. I am working on, sorry, it fell off. Canson watercolor pad. So that's what I'm working on today. And I would consider it cold press. You can't really see it. Make sure that's straight in the video, but there's some dappling in here. So you can do your underdrawing, your line drawing in ballpoint pen. You could do it in graphite. You could do it in charcoal. You could do it in pastel if you wanted. Today I'm going to demo it in just this ballpoint pen, Papermate. You can get them at the drugstore. So I'm naturally right-handed, but I'm going to show you how I draw with my left hand too, but I'm starting with my right hand. I'm going to send you all the photo reference. So the reason I drew this rectangle is that sometimes, like if I want to make a small painting, rather than using the whole page or cutting the paper down, there's something about this containment of this shape and putting the forms in here that I like, and it helps that I like it for working out the design as well. Okay, like that. So I'm working from a photo reference, and my subject matter is going to be chickens. Okay, so I think about this distance from this object to here. So I'm just going to put like a little mark there. And actually, I feel like maybe it could be a little lower, so it's fine to do that. So I'm thinking about pressure when applying the pen as well. Especially with ink, rather than drawing really, I'm naturally heavy-handed, so I'm just mindful. So I'm going pretty delicate with the ballpoint pen. You can tell by the pressure of the line and the weight of it. So I'm looking back at my paper and I'm drawing. And don't worry if something doesn't seem perfect, like when you start yours, nothing is perfect. But, you know, sometimes when it's your first drawing of your day, that if this is more of a warm up. And then, so you just need to do another drawing, or maybe more than 2 drawings. don't have to connect your line. It could be like a broken line, and then there could be parts that are made of mark making, because when you paint, you also you draw too. So right now, I'm just demonstrating with this chicken of using my right hand. See, that needs to come out there a little bit, and then I can go down and drawing in some of the interior shapes. So that's the start of this chicken. Okay, so now I'm putting in the sides of this like tub. And again, my pressure's light. Now I'm going to switch to my left hand. And again, I'm looking at the distance from this object to the next. So you just want to, and I'm looking at the negative shapes in between to help me with my drawing. So it's like top shoulder of the chicken. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, good. One moment. No, Mr. Dean. How about up here? Here, Dean. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. He's cute. He just wants to be a part. So then just subtly suggest the features. You don't want to draw those in hard, because again, when you come to the painting portion, I'm sorry, Dean, no. Again, when you come to the painting portion, you'll draw further with color and blocking in more. So right now I'm using my right hand, my left hand, I'm sorry. This is my right, this is my left. Since we're working from photo reference, and I'm going to send you all this photo too, but it really doesn't matter about the perspective. Now, if you were working from life, yes, that would matter. And you would have to make the decision, are you going to sit when you're drawing if you're working from life? Are you going to sit when you're drawing from working from life, or are you going to stand? It's better to stand, but sometimes, sometimes you need to sit if you're working from life. Now, if you're working from photo reference, again, the perspective doesn't matter. The other thing is, like, when talking about, I can't really do this too much with, well, I could do it a little bit with pen, is that there's different ways to hold it. Even if with my right hand, like I could hold it close this way, or I could hold it back farther, right? And look how it influences the line, weight, and pressure, right? See the difference between the two, like the right hand versus the left hand? And we can apply that to painting too. And there's some line you want to be mindful of for like the shape. And don't force yourself to, to say, "Oh, I see all this tiny description." If it's not overt, if it's not really apparent and you're struggling to find that description, like really looking hard, do not describe what you don't see. Just leave it. Like for an example is in this chicken foot. Not everything is very overt. So I am not going to struggle to fully describe it. Now for the basin, I am going to switch this part of the basin. I'm going to switch to my right hand. And then I want to see if it lines up with this side. So that's important too when drawing this. Okay, so now I got this shape in, and actually I should get this little shape in on the other side. Um, so now I'm back to my right hand, and I'm looking at the negative shape in here and the placement. So the relationship from this chicken to now this chicken, and also from here to there as well. The relationship from this chicken to this potential chicken as well. So being mindful of the scale. I'm thinking this will probably have to come down further, but I'll describe that soon. Um, think I'm gonna probably have to bring this down further, for sure. And that's okay, because I'm gonna cover that up. Let's see. Sometimes also it's good to look at your drawing and your painting upside down and do some drawing upside down and see how the forms fit abstractly. That's also good as well. When I talk about forms, the chicken and the bucket. So I like my linear quality in here, and I like my linear quality in there, but the composition doesn't fully feel right. So, but this is a good example of drawing with your left hand and your right hand. And so I am going to make another drawing again. There's things about it I like, but the composition is not sitting with me. So I'm going to do another drawing again. But like I mentioned, this was good for showing how to use your left hand and your right hand, talking about line weight and pressure and different ways of holding your tool and looking at it with a different perspective and seeing how the forms fit abstractly and applying that to painting too. Thank you.